Oh, hello. I was sent on behalf of the Nocturnal Beast Help Service. I hope you don't mind the interruption, but I see you're struggling to go to sleep. Again. According to your file, it's been exactly 780 days since your last night of full sleep. That's a long time. You're unusually calm for someone who just had their house broken into, too. This is a real situation I have on my hands. Let me get my guidebook. Have you tried different methods to help you fall asleep? Meditating? Reading? Limiting your screen time an hour before you go to sleep? Maybe leaving your phone far away from your bed so you aren't tempted to look at it when you're struggling to fall asleep. I see. You're a tough case to crack. But don't worry, I'll be here to help you. Whether that's with going to sleep or waiting for you to pass out from sleep exhaustion. Preferably from the first one. It'll look bad on my record if you do the second one. Now, it's important to let go of muscle tension whilst keeping a tight grip on your unresolved anger issues. Close your eyes and keep a deep, deep breath in 3, 2, 1. Do you feel a bit better now? Not to let go of anything you shouldn't have. Is your need for physical touch still there? Good. Speaking of the need for physical touch, would you like some? You can lay your head on my lap, or you can come in my arms. I've been told my fluff around my neck is comfortable to rest on. Or to wrap you in my wings. It is not as soft as a harpy's, more delicate. So, if you move around in your sleep, it is best that you do not sleep in my wings, or anywhere near me. Moths are delicate creatures. Now, do you want to rest your head on my lap, or should I start listing other ways that could help you fall asleep? Maybe prepare you a lavender tea? Or lavender-scented stuff. It says in the handbook those help humans get sleepy. Very well. Come. You can rest your head on my lap just for a moment whilst I can list more relaxing things I can think of. There is listening to those ASMR things. I never quite understood them. But I hear some humans find them relaxing from previous humans I have helped. Voices smoother than butter, or rain sounds to wash the day away. Soft, warm voices, or perhaps more daring tales to fill your brain with something to dream about. Tales of possessive lovers, fights a couple may not heal from. A relationship that can never be, or perhaps a softer tale. A budding romance, a long-awaited confession between friends or enemies, if that is more your tale. Humans do seem to show a liking towards those tales. The idea of someone loving you not in spite of your faults, but perhaps intrigued by them. To hate someone, and then to fall for them, and the faults being the very thing that drew them in. Or that waiting, longing for the perfect moment to confess. That slow build-up over days, months, or even years between a couple destined to be. Or those couples forced together, arranged marriages, then argue every moment until they snap and confess their unavoidable attraction to one another, enjoying every moment they argue and battle one another with their sharp insults, But what am I to say? I simply observe what helps humans fall asleep and listen to their tales. If this conversation is boring to you, I can read from my book, How to Make a Human Fall Asleep for Dummies. I have found it helpful in my work. It has all the best tips and tricks. How to help a human relax, what positions they find most comfortable to sleep at, the perfect environment for them to rest in, all those kinds of subjects. Ah. Well, it's a boring conversation you want. I can tell you information I have learnt from my book. Let me think. Boring subjects to talk to a human about. From my book about humans relaxing. For example, a warm blanket, a weighted one, helps the human feel as if there is a pressure on them, forcing them to stay in bed, a feeling that may reflect on their emotional needs too. The urge to stay in bed and not sleep is a powerful one for humans, or so I hear. But then one might find more comfort in plushies, large or small, but it never really is about the size, more about the comfort it brings, whether that be in the form of an animal or character plush. They hold away the loneliness, even for just a moment. The sense that they are not alone in this world or this room. Well, some humans do like being alone, prefer it. But no one can deny that sometimes the touch of another is all some of you humans need. I'm glad this is helping you, human. Although, and don't tell my bosses this, I suppose it wouldn't be too bad if you were not to fall asleep tonight. You could go to sleep during the day. Being nocturnal isn't too bad when you really think about it. You humans like the light, and well, soon you could come to replace the sun's light with the moon's light, which is just the sun's light reflecting on the moon. You could have a dozen stars in the sky all at once rather than just one. The sky is blue in both, just one a deeper shade. And it's not like you wouldn't be sleepless. You'd be getting plenty of rest, I hope. Just in the day rather than the light. Would make shopping in person a pain, but you could still do it. And would get harder in the summertime with there being more daylight. Right, getting off track. Keep the conversation boring and easy to fall asleep to. But that seems to have been working. Your breathing has steadied. Your eyes are closed. And you haven't been moving around as much on my lap. All of those are signs that you're ready to fall asleep, which means I am doing my job well. Since you are ready to fall asleep, I suppose I should be off now. Oh, I almost forgot you were on my lap. This is a predicament. I need to make sure you fall asleep, so I guess I'll have to stay still whilst you rest on me. I'm sure my boss won't mind, since I'm technically doing my job. Very well. That settles it. I'll stay here whilst you sleep, watching over you. Follow that light, human. That light into your dreams, where endless possibilities await for you. Good night, human. I'll be here whilst you finally get some sleep. Hiya, Saki here. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that I was able to bring you some happiness, peace, and comfort. If you want to support me on Twitch, feel free to. I stream about every day. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would make me really happy. You can also find me on Patreon, Discord, or Twitter. Thank you so much for everything you guys do for me. I really, really appreciate it. Now, take care. Mwah.